Welcome to another RSR. Tonight we are reviewing Saudi Arabia 0, United States 1, CONCACAF Gold Cup 2025 Group D. United States wins. They will advance to the quarterfinals with this win. Saudi Arabia, Haiti, and Trinidad and Tobago all are still alive. Saudi Arabia with the ahead of them to advance in the second place spot. But Saudi Arabia plays Trinidad. If they win, most likely, well, of course, most likely they would advance because I don't see Haiti losing to the USA. But, well, no, they would because that would be 6 points. Either way, well, it doesn't matter. With that being said, Saudi Arabia very likely will be the second place team in this group with the other results. But we still have to find that out on Sunday, we have to find that out. And the Group D game I will be covering on Sunday will be Saudi versus Trinidad, because that means a lot more on the line there than the USA, who very much likely will already finish first, who have already qualified as well. Arabia Saudita 0, Estados Unidos 1, la Copa Oro de la CONCACAF Grupo de Fase de Grupos. Estados Unidos avanzar de la cuartos de final. So, halftime 0-0, 0-0, medio tiempo. United States was sloppy throughout most of this game. Had more possession, but I wouldn't say they were the better team. The game was a very sloppy game, especially the first half. Both teams didn't really look that strong through this game. The scoreline is what I expected it to be. The game, how we got there, not exactly how I expected to get there. I thought it would be a tough, strong defensive performance from both sides. Both teams would throw punches, and one team would land one. That's not exactly what happened here. What happened here is the USA didn't really have any final ball to speak of. Ajimong was on an island for most of the night, if not the whole night. They get one off a set piece. They were sloppy. Their crosses were bad. Their passing was bad. Saudi Arabia, when they had a chance, they were sloppy. It was not pretty. It was not pretty either way. And overall, the game, the scoreline's what I sort of expected, or what I expected. I expected a tight scoreline. When it comes down to it, though, the way we got there, did not expect that at all. Goal was scored as follows. 63rd minute, off the free kick. Ball crossed in. Ball played in. It falls down to Chris Richards. He slides it in as it's landing. 0-1. 0-1. Estados Unidos. United States have the lead. Chris Richards with a goal. And they would hold on to it. No more goals added on. No goals against. No big chances allowed against. Got a bit chippy at the end there between both sides. But in the end, it was pretty much how you would have expected this game to go, or at least the scoreline wise, or at least how I did. So, there you go. Full time, 0-1, 0-1 esta noche. Full-time stats are as follows: 3 shots to 5, 1 shot on goal to 3, 33% possession to 66% possession, 259 passes to 533, 78% pass accuracy to 88% pass accuracy, 7 fouls to 10, 2 offside to 3, 1 yellow card to 2, 0 red cards to 0, 2 corners to 4. When it comes down to it with this game, again, very sloppy, very horribly played. If we're being real, I think it was a game that was horribly played. Very untypical. Well, no. That Trinidad team is really bad. It made that USA team look useful. Or actually good. This USA squad is not good. It's not. Which I don't know what that says about Saudi, but this U.S. squad isn't that good. The squad they brought to this tournament is mid at best. That tells you how bad Trinidad is. And I don't know how bad Haiti is, but we'll see what happens there. With that being said, the USA did their job here. They got the score that I thought they would get. They got the goal I thought they would get. They got the 3 points I thought they would get. They advance on to the quarterfinals. They did their job. Man of the match, Chris Richards. He scored the goal. There you go. With that being said, I really can't be very open with plaudits for anybody because, honestly, nobody deserves them. Like, they did their job. They did their job. This game was ugly. Ugly, 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 triple ugly, double ugly, quadruple ugly, 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 ugly. This game was ugly. And I did not enjoy it at all. I think USA wanted to just get what they had to get, do what they had to do, push on, move on, and there you go. What happens Sunday happens. I don't know how you could step up and answer the Trinidad game with this. Like, that Trinidad game finally was like, oh, well, this USA squad, maybe we were overreacting. I don't think we were overreacting is the problem when it comes to the USA. I don't think we were overreacting about the friendlies before the Gold Cup. What I think happened is, yes, those were 2 good European teams. 2 mid-level European contenders at the World Cup. You can't sleep on those guys. Even if you think you're better and ranked higher, they still could beat you. And that's what happened there. Bringing a C team to play Turkey and Switzerland. Turkey, they lost. Switzerland, they got bodied and embarrassed. I think if it went the other way around, maybe the talk wouldn't have been what it was going into the Gold Cup. But then you beat Trinidad 5-0. You do that. And then you're like, well, you know what? Interesting. Maybe they're not so bad. They're not as good as that game says. They're probably closer to as bad as those friendlies say. This was ugly. And Saudi Arabia probably was the favorite to do something out of this group if the USA completely faltered. But they're not that good either. At least with the fact that the Al Hilal players are at the Club World Cup. And you saw how good they played against Real Madrid. So Saudi is weakened a bit as well. And the USA won. They did their job. They move on 6 points. When I didn't expect them to do it at all. But, okay, you beat Trinidad 5-0. Tell me what you could do to build on that. I don't think this builds on anything but what it builds on. And I would not be happy with this game if I'm a U.S. fan. It's like, okay, we're through. Good job. I'm worried about the Haiti game. And then the quarterfinals. They play a team like Costa Rica if the results hold in Group A. And then they'd have to play Canada if the results hold in Group B. If Canada wins their quarterfinal. Which they should. Which they should. And if they do that, Canada v. USA semifinal. Do you really think this USA team beats Canada? They've lost 2 straight games to Canada. One when they didn't have a manager, one at the Nations League. And this Canada roster is better right now and starting to score than it was back in March and even September. And this USA roster is worse than those 2 rosters. Man, it would be crazy if the USA gets beat by Canada 3 times in a row. That would be nuts. But it'll happen, but it'd be nuts. With that being said, if that does come down to it, with that being said, the USA is not doing anything in this tournament when they start playing real teams. They might even lose to Costa Rica. Honestly, it's possible. Might be Costa Rica-Canada semifinal. How crazy would that be? Wouldn't shock me completely, at least, if that's what happened. And Mexico could still lose to Costa Rica and play USA in the quarterfinal. And I don't think USA wins that. Mexico would beat this USA team, which means Canada-Mexico semi. I still think Canada wins that as well. How crazy would it be if Mexico, USA don't make the final? Neither of them, and Canada's the one that makes it. And then wins. How weird would that be? Basically what I'm saying is this USA team just isn't good enough for the Gold Cup this year. I don't care if they beat Trinidad 5-0. That Trinidad team is ugly. Horrible. Horrible. After that Haiti game. Up a man and 1-1. They should have won that game 2 or 3-1 if they gave away the goal. They got owned by 10-man Haiti. Haiti don't die. With that being said, if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send some chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share this with your friends and family. All that great stuff. I wish I was talking about PSG Botafogo right now. That'd probably get me more views. That's also crazy, by the way. Botafogo beat PSG. Crazy. I will see you tomorrow for a live watch along of Chelsea versus Flamengo. Live and review for that game. Live for Jamaica versus Guadeloupe. Panama versus Guatemala. Live and review. So 2 reviews, 3 lives tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. All the streams for the next 3 days will be up soon after this video's up. And we go. I'll see you later. I'm Ron and I'm out. Peace. See ya.